What's up, bro?
Man, listen, man. You know, I've been a long time fan, first of all, and I just want to say, like, I appreciate you taking the opportunity to allow us to interview. You know, the to be able to talk to other creatives,
Yeah.
and like yourself, and to get insight on like your journey,
Mm-hmm.
and also, some of the things you learn on the way, and to talk about like where your journey has brought you. So like that's kind of
I
the
got a
direction I
crazy
want to
journey.
go.
I've been around the
Yeah,
world.
and
Crazy
I
journey.
think that right now like the world is definitely very interested in your world. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Like there's an energy. You have a frequency, I say, of your own.
It's very high. High
Yeah,
frequency.
yeah. So talk about that frequency. Like take us back. D4L. At what point, even during that time, did you know that like you had your own frequency?
I mean, I've always been just like, that live wire. No matter where you at, no matter what's going on or whatever, I'm going to be the life of the party. So it was always there. But I mean, taking it to a higher level, it just come from being around a different understanding, those people who already been in it. R.I.P. Shouted,
Yes.
people like that push you to the
Show
next
the love.
level. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I see that he had a huge impact on your life. Kind of talk
Yeah.
about that. Like,
Uh,
there's a lot of people. Like I know you. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I know my team. The whole team. We know you,
Facts.
right? But there's a whole new
$2.
audience. $2,
$2.
right? But there's a whole new audience that's now interested, and,
Yeah.
and and it's the younger audience at that. Like, which is
Facts.
crazy. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But like, did you see that coming?
I mean, man, yeah, like I said, man, in school and stuff like that, what I mean, I was always that person, who was trying to get that attention. You know what I mean? So I think when when I got a deal, it was originally with Raheem the Dream or whatever. Me and Dro walked out of Bankhead on the same day with the same cat, jumped in the car, and we went to get that deal. You feel me? So I had already been through the situation of, I don't know, just being around the stars a little bit or whatever, but not being the man, so to speak. You feel me? We had our group, the Typholite training camp,
Yeah,
and me and Joe we was spitting out bangers then. You feel what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But all the songs was killer, killer. We gonna kill everybody,
Right.
and I can hear Raheem now. I can hear Raheem now, like, hey man, want y'all make some girl songs? You know what I mean? And man, I can hear Joe like, man, you trying to make me do my music, and they're like, man, So we just wanted to do our own thing. So I think when that situation right there didn't work out, I went back to the block or whatever, and I'm already out there. I think I was doing the features and stuff at that time because I was on the label with Drummer. Like Drummer was the left, right, left or
Right.
whatever. So I'm doing features and stuff like that. And you still broke. You still out here trying to grind. You still trying to
Yeah.
get it. But I think at the Pool Palace, you could just start seeing it gravitate towards what we were doing. You know what I mean? I was I think I ran around with OJ the Jew man. Shout out OJ. But yeah, man, it was just them nights. K-Rab, my dog.
Yeah.
Me and K-Rab, we was hanging out a lot, and we going up to K-Rab spot,
Hmm.
and I went over to I think it was Allen Temple or whatever with the Great Yola. He
Yeah.
took me over there to Pimpin' from Franchise. Shout out Pimpin', and yeah, man, I think I was doing those features, and you get in the Pool Palace, and them people, they scream your name, they
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. And I think when I heard the Trap Squad song, like Fabo showed me the central move, man, that took me. I was
Right.
like, oh, I got to put the mood out,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that's when I started to realize, this could be something.
Yeah. So coming from D4L, and then you said you were gone for a minute. You sat out for
Yeah,
a minute.
yeah, I took a hiatus.
Took a hiatus.
I was always around,
Yeah.
but I mean, sometimes it's not losing the passion for it. I can never lose passion for music or whatever, but I think it's more, everything else. You gotta take care of everything around you before you could just do this. Like, when you're young or whatever, you could just, boom, straight out of high school, straight out of whatever,
Yeah.
you don't care about
It's
anything or
passion.
whatever, boom, boom,
It's
boom.
just gone.
But when you older, you got priorities or whatever.
Business.
So And if everything else is not functioning right, then the
Right.
music won't sound like it's supposed
Right.
to. So I was always recording.
Yeah.
You can actually I did I had the Geek Tales. I had Will Amongst You. Like I'm throwing, little mixtapes out there, but they was under $2 or
Yeah.
something like that. So if you go online and you look it up, I got a couple of just straight geeks. So if you want to
Yeah.
know how I was thinking at that time or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look at the history.
Yeah, Will Monster. I would go look at Will Monster. I had a song on there called Outer Space. I think Nightmare. Just some crazy songs
Yeah.
like boom, where I'm just, trying to let you get it, but I
Yeah.
wasn't ready to come give you the whole program yet.
Got you. So the whole program. You obviously
It's
are
that
not.
geek, man.
Yeah.
It's
you are. Look, you
that geek.
obviously
It's that
are
geek.
on a totally different dimension.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Even though you're here, you're in a totally different dimension,
yeah.
and it's a different frequency.
It's that
Now you
geek,
done seen
man.
spaceships
Yeah. Facts.
for real.
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
I've seen them too.
Yeah.
You
Facts.
know, which I believe everything when you told the story.
Yeah.
I think DJ Scream had an interview with DJ Scream.
Yeah.
Told the story.
Yeah.
Shout out DJ Scream.
Yeah.
Um, and
Twice.
yeah,
Twice.
you seen it
But
twice.
I tell the other story too, where I say I move from one spot to another spot. You feel what I'm saying? And not just be like all science fiction and stuff. But I moved from one spot to another spot, and Ash was on the ground in the same similar fashion. So I always tell that story too. Like you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And I think that there's a lot more people that actually have seen
Yeah,
spaceships.
it's presidents done seen spaceships, man. Come on, man.
we know.
It's presidents done seen spaceships. Like, admittedly,
Yeah.
but I
the,
mean,
the
even
Space
NASA,
Force.
yeah. I mean, even NASA, had to just come out and say they got, videos now of unexplained, events that they can't tell you what was going on in
Yeah,
these videos.
and they
So,
can't deny these videos. Either.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of,
So,
it's kind
I told y'all, long time ago. Yeah, I know what I saw.
hey, I seen it too. We actually got some footage. Yeah, I'd love to show you.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, listen. Like I said, obviously you operate from a different frequency, and
Mhm.
your experience, and having someone like Shawty Love.
R.I.P. Shouty.
Yeah, to just be there for you, take
Yeah.
you in, like you said,
Yeah, man. I mean, and then just to add to that, it was more than just taking me in. Like, I mean, you're already out here. I'm already out here. I've been out here for a while or whatever. I'm out here on the block. But they was from a whole nother neighborhood. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, bruh was like, you don't need to be doing this because you got. I can't describe to you how I really was, but I was having fun.
Yeah.
And you can catch me in the wrong places sometimes or whatever.
Right.
And he just seen the talent, man. Just like don't waste it.
Yeah.
And I remember him saying, "Go down to Moot B shop and see if Moot B can put you up down there with a boom boom." Because I was already going through. I think I was on the run or whatever, and I needed a place to go.
Yeah.
But get down to Moot B. Shout out D4L Moot B. Moot B was like, "But he can't stay down here, boy. You can't have that down here because it was a place of business, it was car wash,
Yeah.
and you had people coming in here doing regular stuff. But me, you come in there and 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm in there walking around like I ain't got nothing on and nothing like
Geek.
not really necessarily geeked or whatever. I just was experiencing some different type of vibrations. You feel what I'm saying? My geek is like my chi.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's
Yeah.
like, it's not necessarily, I think some people try to relate it to a high.
Yeah.
You can hear me in the Scotty song where I tell you this is just an experience that I experienced, I'm sharing with you, but at the end of the song, you can hear me say, you don't have to be high. You
Right.
can be at home with your girlfriend and she get on your nerve and you walk outside and pow, hit somebody else. That's that. You can't
Yeah.
stop. That's that place where you can go that can't nobody else go and only you can bring yourself back from. That's the geek. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's what I mean when I say it. But there's other shit that goes along with it too. That
Right.
the people like to get there a lot quicker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
do you believe that you are manifesting everything that you've seen in your mind?
I mean, I definitely set goals. You feel me? Like, I know what I want.
Yeah.
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 So when
Have you ever thought about it like, hey, I thought about I wanted to see myself here and now I'm there.
yeah, I'm always thinking about it. Like, what's the next what's the next plane?
Yeah.
You know, what am I gonna do next? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
always thinking about it. But yeah, when I set goals or whatever, I work tirelessly at them, and you know, my whole point is to get it accomplished, get it done. And
Absolutely.
you see me dancing sometimes, right? And it's just basically like to the next person, you see me doing the same thing. But to me, it's like Bruce Lee, like it's like Wing Chun, like you feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to perfect something that I came up with, like something that I did. Like when you see me playing the drums, or I'm the whole band or whatever. You see me
Right.
Elvis Presley go into the Tiger Woods, like
Yeah.
I'm putting it together. But in time, that turned into me being on top of mountains in Iraq in the desert,
Right.
and I'm out there and ain't got nothing to do. It's like 100 something degree. They got big stacks of water out here, and I started dancing. But in that time, I looked at it like kung fu. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm working within my space. So if you look at it, every time you see me dancing, I'm never doing the same move because I'm
Yeah.
I'm constantly creating. It's like they call it doing forms. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you know you go out and you perform a set,
Yeah.
whether you're using weapons or something like that. And I think for me watching the old karate movies and stuff like that, it started to, you know, and that's how I look at my
Of
story
course.
too. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
I went out
Like
to
a
see the old
routine.
man or something, you know, I come back with
Yeah.
the skills.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what's? I think that like it's interesting to me, like to see when you dance on the stage, right, and you go into your thing.
Yeah,
You know, like you know, I like to look at the people's faces.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because they're captivated,
yeah.
and what's amazing is the people who actually appreciate the energy and the art. You know what I'm saying? From what you're doing, even though
Facts,
you free and doing whatever that comes to you or whatever, but like they're getting something totally different.
facts,
You know what I'm saying?
facts. I
And
mean,
I think it's fascinating to see, this new frequency that you're engaged in with the
yeah,
youth. You
yeah,
have they're really
yeah.
looking at you as someone that they can learn from. And how does that make you feel? And like, what do
Man,
you plan to do with that?
I mean, I'm already, you know, I'm always in people's ears. You know, I'm always in people's ears. I'm always, you know, giving advice. I've been that way since the beginning or whatever. You know, from any artist that I run into, anybody that I come across, I'm always doing my best. You know, even if I'm at a talent show, I remember being at a talent show the other night. Well, basically, it wasn't a talent show; it was more of a showcase before my show came on. You know what I'm saying? Different acts go up or whatever, you know, because I remember doing these talent shows or whatever, you know, for anybody who, you know, follow my story, that's how I got on. I used to go to all these little talent cases,
Yeah,
showcases. I didn't have any money, so I just tell the dude, just put me up last, and I always end up winning. You feel what I'm saying, or
yeah,
whatever, because everybody else sound like everybody else, they look like everybody else.
right.
And they start teaming up on me. You groups start joining each other and stuff to
You're like,
try
we
to
got to
beat me.
get him out of here.
Man, that's how I met my manager. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, at the time with D4L,
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Cabell. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Johnny, man. You know, Johnny, he would come to these talent shows. I didn't even know who he was, but he got like, they start bringing numbers, like, and I'll
Yeah,
be by myself, you know
yeah,
what I mean? And I started losing them, and I was like, man, I got to get better, you know? So I was always, you know, in a situation where I could be, you know, I was him before he, you know, before who I am now.
right,
And
right.
so if I'm sitting at one of these showcases or whatever, I find myself critiquing them, you know, and stuff, but not saying anything, you know what I mean? Boom. And, you know, a lot of artists will tell you, I may come across and be like, yo, and just so I wouldn't get away from it. But the other night see this cat or whatever, he came out with all the Jamaican talk
Yeah,
and everything or whatever. And I was like, man, he finna go off. He finna do some of this Jamaican stuff. We finna get up and start dancing, boom, 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 or whatever. But he gets up there and he starts singing like, something, you know, slice that. He started singing like everybody. But I mean, you know,
oh
that's
wow.
that's who he put me in the
Yeah.
mind of.
So his
But
character just went everywhere.
it was nice music. And I ain't even gonna lie. Like I didn't have anything to critique him on. He was good. And but I just remember it killed it for me because I was expecting something Jamaican. And so when I see him after the show, I was like, man, next time just start singing. Like, you know, and then after that, you pull your ladies in with your Jamaican talk. Like,
Right.
but when you come up, I'm expecting that Jamaican, so you took something from me. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
I'm
It
expecting
was
to
like
get up and
what?
be boom. And
Right.
you know, and I'm expecting to take the advice, but I'm just saying how I felt. I was ready to get up and dance. So I
Right.
sang one of them Bob Marley's. I thought he was gonna take us there,
Yeah.
and he did something that I've seen before. So
Right. Right.
I want you to jump in
Instead
the
of
air.
just help.
Yeah, I want you to jump in there and stay there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
See, like I believe that comes from experience, and experience is one of the single most things that can bring us all to like to
facts.
know. So like, you obviously have had a vast amount of experience, and um, for like the youth that's watching,
Yeah,
like it's a lot going on out here, right?
facts.
What can you say to them? Like, what would you say to them right now? They watching right now.
I mean, I guess for every generation, you're gonna get turbulent times. You're gonna have some good times. You're gonna get different eras or whatever. But I mean, the hustle got to be there. Like, if you're in the music game, if you're an artist, you got to paint a good picture. You know, a lot of people just think it's gonna fall out of the sky just because my cousin got it, and it works in some cases like that. But I would just say work hard. I mean, that's the main thing. But yeah, the streets the same. At different times, like different eras, always experience different type of turbulence. So, when I came up in my neighborhood, I felt like people would get knocked off every day. Like I'm one of probably 9 friends or whatever. It's probably 4 of us. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still here, and I mean, it's just every day is every day, dog. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? When you out here, you just got to be on it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like you got some new music we heard
Oh
earlier.
yeah, facts, facts. I got a lot of new music, man. I actually went in with Zach Fox a couple of months back or whatever, and we did this song called Stick. Went in with K Camp. Shout out to K Camp,
Yeah.
good
K
cat
Camp.
or
Oh man,
whatever. I went
listen.
in with him and did a tatted up. Like, well, actually, they sent me this track, and this track was just crazy. And he was like, "Yo, you like it or whatever?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And I go to naming off all these songs and stuff that I like of his or whatever, and I sent it back. We ended up doing a video to that, but I came after that and dropped the Again song, which is one of the Scripper songs or whatever. Now we like that one,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
end up hooking up with Digital Dope, and Rosa and Zaytoven came in and laced this new track called Jetpack, and that thing is
Man,
amazing.
listen.
Yeah,
Listen. I know they listening right now. We about to let
yeah,
them listen to it. Uh, Take a listen to
yeah.
the new single.
Jetpack. I got the booted up jetpack. I got the booted up jetpack. Ooh, she want a jetpack. Ooh, jetpack. Yeah, man, that jetpack hard, man. I like
Yeah.
that jetpack.
Yeah. So you got you have an album? Are we are
I
we are
mean,
we are we getting
man,
an album?
I mean, eventually, I know you're gonna get an album or whatever, but right now, I'm fishing. You feel what I'm saying? I'm
Oh,
having
everybody want.
fun.
They want
Yeah.
it. Everybody wait.
I basically probably got a couple of albums already done. I know
Right.
that, or whatever. But you know how I'm a worst critic too,
Yeah.
and you want to make sure you get the people some good product.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that everybody can appreciate like the fact that you're genuine, authentic, man. You your own self, and like
Yeah,
you've been like that.
yeah,
Like you just been you
yeah,
since day one. I think that the streets love you that way, and just the people they love you that way because you a genuine person. You know what I'm saying? But like you know obviously music has taken a different turn.
facts,
You know what I'm saying?
facts.
The industry is totally different now. Um, I don't want to say how are you surviving.
Oh,
I don't want to say that. But what I want to say is like,
yeah,
what creative ways have you ventured off into besides music?
man. I definitely felt like everybody got hit pretty hard by the COVID situation and all of that. And during that time or whatever, I'm sitting in the house just like everybody else, telling myself I got to do something. And I had never really went live or anything before, and I started turning on my Instagram live, my Facebook live, and stuff like that. And I just started talking
Yeah,
crazy. Came up with my own little game show or whatever. Started trying to help get money back in people's pockets and stuff like that. I remember, you know, a couple of times on the show I had dance off with people and stuff like that, and I was like, man, maybe I need to do some dancing stuff or whatever. Boom, 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 boom. But I found out, that a lot of people just like to hear me yell, Barbara, yeah, tat it up, and I mean, it's like, you
Oh
gotta,
man,
it's sometimes you gotta give people what they want. You
that's
feel what
it.
I'm saying? So,
That's it.
in doing that, I started, doing all these characters and crazy stuff or whatever, which led to one of my homies from Butter.atl hitting me up and was like, they put me in touch with Dagger Agency, and they got me the Crystals thing going.
Yo,
And Crystals is
yo,
good people, good people.
congrats on that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So
a good look.
yeah,
That's a good look.
if you're in a place in one of the cities or states that actually has the crystals, you would get to see me all the time on commercials
Yeah,
going
man,
crazy.
that was
Oh snap! Country Fried Steak Crystal, the big country meal deal at Crystal. Ow! You can get 2 Country Fried Steak Crystals dripped in white gravy with small tots for $4.99 for a limited time only. Ah! Big country meal deal only at Crystal.
crazy
But
turn on the TV to
yeah,
see
I
that.
mean,
That was like,
it's
man,
just basically, man, if one thing isn't jumping off right, then you got to figure out something else. It's just about the hustle, man.
yeah, yeah. What would you say is different? Like obviously, you know, the young Fabo back in D4L up to now, um, you seem a lot more business savvy now.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like you really have
Oh,
experience.
I was business savvy then. You know what I mean? I was definitely business savvy then. It's just that maybe my outlandish things outweighed that back then.
Mm,
You know, that was probably the part that
yeah.
yeah.
So you mentioned something earlier. Are we still rolling? Okay.
Are
Just
we
trying to
still
make
rolling?
sure. You mentioned something earlier. You said, you mentioned something. I think you said you structure now.
Yeah, yeah.
So does that mean that like you have your own team, you have your own
Oh
management?
yeah. I mean, definitely that or whatever. I mean, I think right now a team is way more important. It's always been important, but for somebody like that's out here really trying to get it done, you definitely can't do it all yourself. You're gonna have to stretch yourself thin doing that. So
Yeah.
you got to have a good team around you right now. And I'm working with Digital Dope. I got Queen D4L, a couple of more people on my squad or whatever. That makes sure
Yeah.
shit ran
That's
smooth.
awesome, man. That's what's
Yeah,
up, man.
yeah,
That's what's
definitely.
up, man.
But I mean, the first time or whatever, the team was strong too. D4L did some great things or whatever. So I felt like, we had a great team around us then too. So yeah,
Yeah. So like you tend to basically you surround yourself
yeah,
around the same
yeah,
energy.
yeah. I mean, it's the energy you put out is gonna be the energy you get back. So I'm always, I'm always trying to keep that Goku energy
Yeah.
around me. I mean, everybody got to be lit, like
Yeah.
Parliament lit, like Funk lit, like I think like that, like it's 30, 40 people in the room and everybody got their own character,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting around watching each one of them develop. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm that type.
What's the new fire?
Yeah.
You like what's the new fire under you? Like what's the
The fire never leaves. I mean, I'm always thinking about. I'm one of them people who get up every day, like, yo, what y'all want to do? You want to go? You want to go to the zoo? You want to go? I don't care. Like, let's. You want to go to ride by some country
and
town?
you a
Look at
Sag,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You a
yeah,
Sag, right?
yeah. Which one? Which one of us?
You a Sag.
Oh, yeah, but which one of us? Like, one of us. Can
You
you tell the difference?
the 30th.
Well, can you tell the difference between the both?
Yeah, because one just pop off,
Yeah.
and the other one just be like chilling.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Guess what? Guess what though? You know what's crazy?
Yeah,
I'm a Sag. He a Sag.
facts.
She a Sag.
But Fabo Aries,
But no, it's November 30th.
that $2 birthday.
Okay.
Perfect jeans.
Yo, man, just in closing, man. Like, listen, man. Like, a lot of people want to know what you got coming up next. And
I mean, yeah.
obviously you got the music coming, but like,
Facts.
what you want them to really know?
Man, I mean,
and look out for?
I'm everywhere, dude. Like the other day I was in Florida, and we stopped at the sign, and I was like, yo, let's see if you can hold this note longer than me. And just took off, and that stuff took off. The culture in itself or whatever, I feel like everything that we did as D4L and, the rest of the people who was in the Snap movement is still, directly affecting the culture right to this day. So I'm in their face. You feel what I'm saying? I'm always in their face. And, I definitely love what's going on right now. Some of these guys' voices are like musical instruments. So, I'm myself pushing the limit, you know, to try to keep it popping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just hard to stay relevant, dude. But you know, I figure when you out here geeked up like me, then your name like a pair of shoes.
Absolutely.
Good shit, man. We geeked up, man. Shout out to the Geek
Hey,
Squad,
bro.
man. Oh, shout out to Geek Enterprise, man. Y'all already know, man. D4L, man. Shout out to Stoner, started the move beat. We geek. Oh, y'all already know what it is, man. This your boy, Fabo. This is AMT. Oh, bitch. Atlanta Music TV. Ah!
Jetpack. I got the suited up jetpack. I got the booted up jetpack. She wanna toot it up jetpack. Jetpack. I'm on 285.